about time we get back to the Vortec 4200, I think. So, last you guys saw, you probably saw that I put the 7875 onto it, and you probably also saw that that didn't go particularly well. So, I want to go in the other direction. So I could put the T67 back on it that I had, but I'm not really a big fan of that turbo. It's pretty beat, and I'd prefer to put something in a little better shape. So this has been sitting in the basement. This is the turbo that we were running on the Sunbird. That was the turbo that was on the V8 that I was talking about in the one episode, the one where it was way too small for the engine. Well, this is a 5976E. Now, Precision, normally, when you see like a 7660 or 7675, that diameter is the impeller diameter, the small diameter there. That would be the 76. And then this diameter here, that's the 75. Well, this is a 5976. So you would expect that diameter is 59, and this diameter is 76. That's why we kind of got messed up, I think. What is actually is on this turbo, and this turbo only, as far as I know, they call it a 5976, but the 76 is this diameter, not this diameter. It's actually a 5965, which should work pretty good on a Vortec 4200. They rate it for a engine between 3 and 4 liters. We're a little above that, but I would rather have a faster spool. They rate it for 620 flywheel horsepower, so we should be able to make that work. Along with that, I have my T4 96AR housing. So I wanted to adapt this to this 3.5-inch V-band. And in order to do that, what I like about the Precision turbos is they have this bevel up to the V-band flange. And I want to kind of duplicate that, but with a 3.5, because that's what I have on the car. So I'm going to cut that flange off and then chuck it up in the lathe and cut it. And there it is. Turbo is on the car, all plumbed up, and welded the V-band onto the exit of the turbine. Everything's plumbed up. While I was there, I 3D printed this velocity stack. You can see I tried to match the contour of the original piece there, and you know, it's pretty much a I wouldn't say it's an interference fit, but it kind of grabs the lip that normally your coupler grabs, and it's not coming off, but just to be safe, I put a big zip tie on it. This is 5 inches in diameter, so if I ever wanted to put a filter on it or extend the tubing or something like that, I have that option. I doubt I will, because it was a cheap turbo. I mean, yeah, it's a nice turbo and it's working really well, but I'll put in some clips driving it. So I guess I should tell you guys, you know, what my plans for the car and going forward are. You may have noticed that I changed my blow-off valve to a Chinese HKS thing. We have one of them on another car, and I like the way they sound. I don't like the whistly, like that tss, tss, but I like the like the doo-doo-doo-doo. As silly as that sounds. So, yeah, I like that sound. I'm a stupid kid. Yeah, go ahead and call me what I am. So I want to take this car back to the Grassroots Motorsports Challenge. So I've been going there since I was 10, and well, no, I think since I was 8. Okay, I've been going there for a very long time, and you know, we've always had a pretty easy time winning the drags, and you know, it just I've been getting a little tired of it. You know, there's not a lot of teams that are putting effort into the event, and I mean, yeah, the last like serious effort car that I really appreciated was probably the AMC Spirit. They did a Ford 302 swap into it, and just did a really neat flares, and just, it was a neat car, and big wing on the back and stuff. But builds like that have been less and less common. There's so many stock Miatas and stuff, and you just, I don't know, I get tired of looking at them. So I've been kind of, I don't know, burnt out on the event. But there's a guy building a Wartburg, friend of ours, Pat Gazowski, and he's doing it up like a gasser, which is pretty darn cool. And then there's another guy that's doing a Corvair, and he's swapping C5, C4 Corvette front and rear suspension underneath of it, and doing a mid-engine V8, which is super cool. So I kind of haven't been on the forum in a while, and you know, just haven't been really paying attention. And then I popped on one day like, I wonder, you know, what's going on, and I noticed those two builds, and it was like, oh, that's really cool. Somebody's actually putting some time into this event. I'm super excited for once. And so I was like, alright, screw it. I'm taking all the expensive stuff off of my Studebaker, and I'm going to the challenge. So I've actually already taken the gold box out, and I put my micro squirt back in there, so it's already converted back. I have the harness for the gold box, it's still intact. So if I want to switch back to that, it would be a relatively easy thing to do. But to be honest, I don't see that happening anytime soon. I honestly like the Micro Squirt a little better. It actually ran a little better. So I took my Snake Eater Performance 1500cc injectors out, and I found a set of 80-pound injectors on eBay, and they don't flow 80 pounds per hour. They flow like 120 pounds per hour. It's pretty nice to have a flow bench. So there's some other parts here that have to go, like, you know, my spark plug wires. Oh yeah, the injectors, they were $100 for a set of 8, so like $75 for a set of 6. That's pretty darn good. I've already run them on the street. They're working. Getting AFRs I need, and it's only like 40% is the highest I've seen so far. So haven't turned up the boost, but yeah, it's looking good. So obviously my regulator here, it's a Genuine Aeromotive. That has to go. So just, you know, little parts here and there have to get taken off of the car and either removed completely or replaced with cheaper versions. So it's not a big deal, nothing we haven't done before. So I'm just gonna pick away at this thing, and I'll keep you guys up to date. I need to do an update on my Fairmont too. It's back together, not making noise anymore, so it's looking encouraging. So hopefully go for an 8 for that before the end of the year. And yeah, so I'm gonna cut this one off here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.